welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So today I'm doing a video on something that I feel quite strongly about, because I feel like when we get diagnosed with these things, they're a chronic illness that you've got forever, that you're going to have to deal with forever, but they can give you as many books or websites to go on to help you deal with this illness that you're given. But I don't feel like there's enough support, just general support for you one-to-one. I feel like they do general support groups at your local hospital, things like that. But I don't feel like there's that general support to help you actually come to terms with what's happened or what you've been diagnosed with or what you're dealing with. Because no matter how long you've had this, it can still be hard to deal with, whether you've just been diagnosed or you've had it for 10, 12, 15 years. It can still be hard to deal with and come to terms with. I've had this for 7 years now, and I can honestly say that it's only recently that I've actually come to terms with what I've got wrong with me and actually digested it properly. And I suppose accepted is the word. So I wanted to do a video on that today to just talk a little bit more about that and to know that you're not alone with these feelings. No matter what you may be feeling, you're not alone. Because one minute you're completely going about your business, completely normal, and then all of a sudden, bam, you're told that you've got this incurable lifelong disease. And most people completely understandably go into shock in this time. But the worst thing you can possibly do in this time is be in denial, because that's exactly what I did, and that's exactly what I did wrong, and I don't want anyone else to do this. I mean, I was still dragging my ill self out. As ill as I was still going out trying to be normal and completely ignoring the fact that I was so ill. So at the time I was feeling sorry for myself that none of my friends understand, but as you can see now, I've got makeup on and I look completely fine. No one would know anything's wrong with me. So why would I expect these people to understand what I'm going through when I haven't even accepted it myself and I haven't talked about exactly what I'm going through? So I think talking to people is such a key thing when you are going through these invisible illnesses, because it's only when you have something on the outside that people tend to be supportive. So I was thinking to myself, if I go out, and whether I go out for 1 hour or 2 hours, as long as I show my face, everything's fine, I'm completely fine, and in my head, I'm miraculously going to wake up one day and it's going to have been gone. Which is so completely ridiculous now, and I look back, I think, what was I thinking? But I think, in all honesty, I genuinely thought that one day I would wake up and everything was going to be all right. And that, I think, was the hardest thing for me, because I felt so alone and so sad. But no one else knew it apart from my really close family. They was the only people that knew exactly what hell I was going through. But I know that you're watching this today, and I know that you're probably feeling or have felt at some point exactly the same. And I think that is what helps, because it helps to know that you're not the only one feeling like that, and there is a real reason for it. You're not feeling like it for no reason. You're feeling like it because you've been told that you've got an illness, a lifelong illness, that you've got to be taking tablets or medications for the rest of your life, and it's not something easy to deal with. I mean, I just spent years and years just praying and hoping that I would miraculously wake up one day and everything would be fine. I mean, I would look at photos, no joke, I would look at photos and be like, oh look, that was before I got ill, and oh look, that's before I got ill as well. Instead of looking at a photo and thinking, oh, what a good time I had then, I was just constantly going back to the old days of when I was well, before I got ill. I wasted far too much time thinking about what I used to be like, wishing I was like my friends that was completely healthy. You know, them friends, the ones that, I don't know, moan about, I don't know, a paper cut. they complain about a paper cut. And you think, oh God, if only I had something that little to worry about. But we all have our worries. We all have our worries. A paper cut can be really painful as well. I mean, don't argue with a paper cut, people. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't want any of you to make the mistake that I made and be in denial for so many years that it makes you feel like you're not living your best life. So when you learn to really accept what is happening in your body, it will be then and only then that you can start to really deal with the problem. So don't be sad about the friends that you think that don't understand, because they're probably so oblivious and wrapped up in what their own lives and what they're doing that they're not even realising exactly how ill you are and what you're going through. So don't take it too personally. So don't be sad about the friends that don't understand, just be happy about the ones that do. Another thing that used to get to me was the nights out that I felt like I missed out on. But now I don't, because it's the older I get, the less time my friends are going out, and there could be a night out planned for months and it comes to it and I'm not well enough to go. But a little while ago I would have beaten myself up about that, but now I just think, you know what, if I can't go, I can't go. And there will always be other nights out. Always will be other nights out. So don't worry about that. Don't beat yourself up about it. If you can't go, you can't go. So don't worry about what could go wrong. Just think about what can go right. That is when I started to feel so much better in myself. And really, I feel like starting this channel has completely helped me, because it's helped me realise what amazing people there are out there for support. And even though I'm doing this channel to help people, obviously still I need some support as well. And it helped me just as much as it does you to realise that you're not alone. Realising that you're not alone makes such a difference. It really, really does. I feel like it has completely changed my life, knowing that there is so many other people out there that have the same feelings as me, and that you're not abnormal, and it's completely understandable to feel like that. So with this video in mind, just ask yourself, have you really accepted and digested exactly what you've been diagnosed with? Have you really come to terms with what you're going through? So I hope this video has gave you some food for thought. I will look forward to your comments and messages. If you found this video quite helpful, then give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video.